When I was in college, I used to wake up really early, around 3 a.m., to study because I thought it helped me understand better and it was nice and quiet. On this particular day, we had an exam at school, so I was tired and hungry when I got home around 9 p.m. My plan was to sleep early and wake up later to study for another exam the next day. I felt upset because there was very little food left for me that night in the fridge. Instead of having a meal, I spent time scrolling through my phone. The battery was running low, and I didn't notice how much time had passed. Suddenly, it was 11 p.m., and I had to decide whether to charge my phone or use it as an alarm. I didn't have an alarm clock by my bed, and the charging outlet was in the living room. If I charged it in there, I was afraid I wouldn't hear the alarm. So I decided to set it for 2 a.m. to make sure the battery wouldn't die and the alarm would still work. When the alarm went off at 2 a.m., I noticed that my bedroom door was wide open. At first, I thought my mom had checked on me while I slept, as she often did, and had forgotten to close the door. But that felt strange. She had never forgotten before. If she had, it would have annoyed me a little bit and I would have noticed. I laid there for a minute, staring at the dark corner of my room. The mosquito net above my bed made everything even darker, and I couldn't see the room clearly. After a minute or two, I decided to get up and pull back the net. To my shock, someone or something emerged from behind the open door. This person had been crouching there the whole time, waiting for me to make a move. Frozen in fear, I screamed as I tried to run out of the room. To my horror, we'd both lunged for the door at the exact same time, and I found myself face to face with a man I didn't recognize at all. He raised his index finger to his lips, signaling for me to be quiet. Then he ran out of my room, into the kitchen, and out the front door of my house. I pounded on my mom's bedroom door, yelling and screaming. When she opened it, I was terrified, and I told her there was a man in my room. I cried and begged her not to go outside because I was afraid he might still be in the area. We screamed for help from inside, hoping our neighbors would hear us. Fortunately, one of our neighbors happened to be coming home and rushed over. He woke up the others and asked for assistance. When we checked the house later, we thought it might have been a robbery because my school bag was on the kitchen table, its contents scattered everywhere. But I couldn't stop thinking about the terrifying possibilities because I distinctly remember placing my school bag in my bedroom. Why did he go back to my room? I'm just thankful I set my alarm earlier than 3 a.m. and decided not to charge my phone. Because if I had set it for 3 a.m., what could have happened in that extra hour? And if I had charged it, I wouldn't have woken up to the alarm, and who knows what might have happened. I guess I was just lucky that day. We tried to find the person, but he was never caught. After I graduated, my family and I moved to a bigger city. Be careful out there. You never know who's looking.